up, Mayo? This is Unfiltered. Smart Society for all your graphic arts and society. And we're going to start off with that. Rap Jury on Unfiltered. 17 straight summers. Shout out to Street Smart Society. On our page. It was made by him. Again, other albums we've been doing, a couple of the albums have. So here we are, though. Mayo 58s, and this is like Mayo with the 58. A couple tracks on here that have definitely just have Be White. So I fucks with it heavy. Not gonna stunt. I can say I'm a fan of Be White in a way. It's dope. Yeah. Like it's definitely on that level. The only thing about this album, I will say before, we know how to range. Like these are basically the same. I mean, they're mostly all posse cuts. There's a couple other tracks on here. And there's like a straight up R&B ballad with like Mayo verse. I forget what song that was. Check this out real quick. It'll be the Ghost of what was. Yeah. That was just a R&B. So we Dro, Hayes, and Turner's team. Fuck I never just never that far. Yeah. So sorry about that. Actually, most of the album, Big German's the main producers and Idea Labs are basically the other. Like who else did I see that were from? I think it was towards the end. It was like another big, was it Big Andy or something?
Yeah, Big Andy's right here.
Yeah, Big Andy. And Luco has a couple, which this might be where I'm wrong. Just beats with no lyrics. Luco is part of the 58s or something. So I think it happens twice when it just beats.
Yeah, that was the one was yeah. I Want You to Know, wasn't that it? Number 8.
Yeah, it was a beat. It was a sample. I like the second one. My homie.
Yeah, it was
like a half verse on that.
Playing a little bit, but yeah, like
it was like.
I'll die for my homie. I'll die.
And it was 5 minutes of just hearing that. I bet this sounds dope when somebody spit over. All you're gonna hear is that. That's the. Like I said, we talked about the first track. Well, you talking about
Turner T in Throwaways. That's one hell of and Ream. So, and again, this is. Everyone had maybe an issue listening to it. It's like a record play. Like it sounds has that like record noise. Like whenever you would play, it has that like weird squeaking. It was like every 12. The first verse is all I heard. It was annoying the shit. All 3 times. I never heard the second or third verse. You get past that anyway. So I knew it was gonna. It was kind of like the fuck. Just because I listened to headphones or damn near studio, you hear that shit, and I'm like, because I didn't never really have like. If I'm ever gonna get an understanding of what the nigga is louder than them, it's just that. So I'm. My favorite songs. Clockers featuring B. White and
food artist, and Dotto I think was number 2 in my last top 10 rappers.
Okay.
He was my. So yeah, I definitely do rock with Dotto and album for me.
That was a good one. And Pirate Press, and so that's producer. But yeah, that was
made from Sayers from ID Labs too. I might be saying his name wrong. Is it? Oh yeah, I just added the R. It's Say Easy. I looked at some ID Labs. I've been doing my research. Like I said, after I did my research to figure out like this album. This is fully professionally done to the point that like I'm not saying when it comes to the production, this is basically studio gold. The studios y'all hear people going to like in Pittsburgh. We got this here, y'all just don't know about it. These dudes did. The whole after working,
yeah,
it
was with B White, and then now
I don't know. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it.
Yeah.
That, again, the problem for the better filler, just a lot of filler.
Yeah, and in my opinion, but I mean, like it's not an issue. I would the like I was like a sample, and then like they. And then it's like, nah. But it was still a segue into like the next part of the album.
Same feeling the first time, like, oh, I wish someone. So like, it's a nice break. You're getting a lot of tough lyrics in this, like at least punchlines. You're either getting bars or punchlines. Outside of one of my, I hate to say this because I know she's from Pittsburgh at some point. Most of what I was with Etta, I don't know. I feel like if you saw it was,
and that was
she's like, I know she's a Pittsburgh, and like, I feel like you do sing well. The first time I've had anything to say about the featured singers on anybody's albums. That was. Do you remember that track?
I was. There was not a lot of energy in that.
Her voice was just like, it almost seemed like she was cracking a little bit. Again, I just know how badly this is gonna end later. I'm not trying I ain't talking shit. I'm just saying the song wasn't good to me, and it was basically her song. So
and that was produced by Roscoe Wiki.
The beat wasn't bad.
No, the beat wasn't.
Oh, shout out to that. There's outside of the first song where I had that issue with the squeaking noise. There's really no bad beats.
No, the beats all here are very good.
Yes.
But we'll run it back where we were. At 5, we have like this that's featuring B White, and that's a Big German Say Easy production. And that was pretty good. And then this one, I feel like this is like you have to listen back to back. It's Muddy Water Revival, and
that's a straight sample.
Yeah, that's
an old school. And he shot that out at the beginning. That's an old school Houston chop and screws type track that they at least went out and said. Like shout out to Houston. They basically full out propped Houston when they did this because they know this is straight up a Houston track. But I fuck with it because they did that. I've been listening to a lot of people sample stuff and they don't show no love to the people they just did this to. So I do fuck with that track, Muddy Water Revival.
And that was a Luco production. And then after that, it's Out of the Mud now, Pub Style, and that features actually Luke O. And now it's actually a Big Germ production on that one. And it's like.
It's a follow-up, but I don't think it was good as Muddy Water Revival.
Yeah. And then again, here comes the interlude where it's I Want You to Know. With that Saluko, like he puts in the beat. And
that's the best out of the two.
And then like we were just talking about the ghost of what was ghost of what was, and that was that Anna Cisco. I don't know. I'm sorry. I fuck up names. So.
I'm like I said, we still won't talk about this. I'm gonna get the picture up on my phone and show Malachi for he can get his confirmation on who she is. I know he knows who she is, but when it comes down to it, like I said, that song was just it threw me off on the album. There's some I think there's some other females on the album, but it's just not that much presence, and he just like it was like forced.
Yeah.
After that, it's Just Telling the Truth. That was one of the better solo tracks.
Yeah. It was, and that was a Luco production again. And then Nick Tesla rap by Scientist. And if I'm not mistaken, if you listen to it, I'm assuming that he's a German producer. I mean, they shout it out like that. They're like from Germany to, Pittsburgh, whatever. And that's pretty cool. And that wasn't bad. That was a pretty good one. So I like that one.
Then number 12, I think it didn't make my top 3. It was up there. Like I tell you how I do my stuff. I listened to the albums a couple times and I have like the ranking before I hit my top 3. Mm-hmm. It was like 3 for a while before I finally came up to my top 3. I-79.
Rhyme Cypher, yeah.
I forgot. I was just calling it the I-79 Cypher.
Yeah.
Which, that's tough, man. Yeah. Like I said, that Cypher is dope. Who's on the Cypher again? B. White, William Hayes. William Ways?
Yeah, Ways, and then that was a big German production.
That one, that's a cipher right there.
Yeah.
And I think it was a real freestyle.
So that was pretty good. That was nasty. And then this one's a real cool one. It's called The Four Portsmen. That's number 13.
One of my favorite tracks on there too.
Yeah, that's one of my faves. That was PK Poo, JKJ, and Immaculate. And this one's produced by Big Chubbs and JBG.
I say that one was definitely everybody did dope on that track, man. Mm-hmm. Everybody. I meant to hit him up. I'm gonna hit up JKJ about this one because I need the backstory on how this one came together. That one, they definitely. If you in the port, man, you gotta. Hey, man, they said it and it's dope. So they the 4 portsmen now. That's what happens. Like when you're the first person to remember when T.I. started calling himself the king, and then it was just like at the end of it, it was like, well, T.I.'s the king of the South. Like y'all said it. The track's dope enough to keep it.
Yeah,
I get shirts. I would go full advertising as like we the 4 portsmen.
Okay,
just keeping 100 on that. And if there's a video, I take that back. I fuck with the song enough, but I'm not about port that much. After that,
hook up,
man.
That's Kills and Big Germ on the production.
I ain't like it.
It was.
Wasn't it the love track, the love song? It was just. Sorry, man. I mean, you got anything? I don't have anything positive to say.
See, this is the issue. The thing is, they're all shout. I mean, I'm assuming Kills is in jail, and it's not your fault on the beat. It's just I think it was I don't think they really stepped up on that. I mean, Mayo, in particular. But it was I mean, there's another song. I mean, coming up, and
it was just a bad combo too because they did that track and then they went to the next interlude, which is. Again, I hope one day somebody hops on that track and murders it.
Yeah, my homie.
Oh. But I can't listen to that for 3-4 minutes straight with that weird loop of my homie.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, that one could have been better if it was. That's the one where I really wish somebody rapped on it. I could live with the other one not being rapped on because it's a really good beat.
Yeah.
That beat needs somebody to kill it to be good.
Yeah.
Which I don't almost ever say that. But there are some beats that just don't sound good as beats alone.
Mm-hmm.
After that is Smoking Out.
And that's with Grimes.
That's another one of the more Houston soundtracks, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Featuring Grimes, the Big Germ production on that one.
Yeah, Big Germ on this. Fall Fantasy, next one, 17. That's with Crystal Randolph, and that was a big Andy production.
That was dope.
Yeah, it was good.
That was actually pretty dope. It's not, I don't think that one's in my top 3, but that one was I guess more of the track that I think could have been played on the radio, on radio spinning on top.
Yeah, and the whole this album's called 17 Straight Summers, and it gets into you're practically we're at 17, track 17 out of 19, so it goes into it's now starting to fall, and then it's just it's talking of changing the weather and whatnot. So I mean it's a good way to and start to get to the end of the album, in my opinion. So that's kind of cool. But Grip's number 18. That's with Pyrex Press.
Which we didn't talk about Pyrex Press a lot in this, but he's actually he's on a couple tracks and he's kills almost every track he's on. Like I don't know who Pyrex Press is, but he's dope. Like that's the thing I got out of this album. Like even though this is Mayo's album, it seemed like a showcase.
Yeah.
Like it's like, yo, this is my album, but I'm gonna showcase everybody's talent too. And he tried that, and it's a decent output of that. Like not every feature I love, but most of the features prove that they dope.
Yeah, they put in work, but excuse me, that was a Geek Beat and Big Germ production, and then you finish it off with Going, and now it's a Vlad Kush production.
I'm still like I might be wrong, but I think that's just B White by himself.
Yeah.
At the end, which I'm fine with that. B White killed every verse he did on this too.
Yeah, like, B White did what he needed to do for Mayo on this album. I mean, in my opinion, yeah.
Oh, like I said, this my issue with this album before we get into my reviews is going to be two things. One is again, it's a kind of outside of 2 tracks that I probably hate the most. It's really repetitive. Like I said, it's not like it's not repetitive, but it's like 90s rap where it's like there's not a lot of difference. Like we're talking about we're talking about much of the same stuff. It's dope rap.
Oh yeah,
like it's definitely dope bar to bar songs like after one. We're getting consistency.
Yeah,
which in some point can get to repetitiveness if the consistency is like the same thing. And when they tried to switch it up, it just wasn't good. Like with the ghost of what it was, hook up, the switch up wasn't good. Secondly, I think Mayo got 8 on almost every feature he was on. Like almost every feature got him on every track. I fuck with this, but it's like Pyrex Press, PK Pooh, JKJ and them, B White, Crystal Randolph. He got, that's because Anna just didn't sound good, but he got Anna. But yeah, like most of the features,
Immaculate. Who else? Let me just make sure I check it out. Dotto, Reem.
And I'm not saying, I think Mayo's dope, but he kind of reminds me of Ross, where it's like, it's Ross. Like we all like Ross. Like I'm not saying we don't like Ross. But it's like, how was the last time Ross killed somebody he was on a song with? That's my point. So that would be where my review, like I said, we're gonna get the numbers in a second. That would be like my base review on this album when it comes to the downsides of it. Positive sides, again, bars for days.
Yeah.
No real awkward auto-tune. I think there's like 1 or 2 tracks with auto-tune on it, but it's not like crazy.
Yeah, nothing that you really notice. Like oh, this is like wild auto-tune. No, it's like
reps the city really heavy and does it respectfully. So yeah, like I said, this album has great high points, but when I give my review, I want it to be understood what the medium to low points are. What about you, man?
Yeah, I kind of feel you with I like when you said Ross, just kind of like you get whatever you get from Ross, but like Mayo, yeah, he puts in the work, but it just does seem like it's just like, well, you could say that on any of these tracks, like it's nothing really too much different, which isn't that big of a deal. So like if this was like a smaller album, you wouldn't really notice that. I think maybe too much. You think?
No. I think like because of the amount of features, you'll always notice it. Like I said, Ross, Trey the Truth, it's just like you're dope.
Yeah.
But I know you're bringing me it's the consistency to repetitiveness. It's a fine line. And nothing I'm saying. I don't think he's repetitive in that sense. No. I'm just saying that you have the same. It's the same. Again, like from Port to Miami to whatever Ross did now, it's not that wavering. I still bump it. Like I'll bump the next one. There's a good rotation, and everything he drops will get rotation because it's catchy, it's bars, and it's dope. Saying that, it's just like I said, in my eyes, it reached a point where I'm like, damn, B White killed him. Damn, like it's just like I said, he's consistent, and everybody else has like peaks and valleys. He's just consistent. So that's how I feel. You want to? I guess I kind of ran down that last part. So you want me to start off with the numbers or with the not the numbers, the top threes?
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Or start off with the worst as always. Number 3 would be Dro Hayes, Turner's T, and what was the last part of Throwaways? That would be my number 3. Again, it's just I didn't get a chance to listen to the song because of that sound, and that ruined the song for me. Like I said, it's just, and also it was such a small noise that I didn't know why it had to be on the beat. It was one of those, and there was a couple other beats. I know there was another beat that had like a cha-ching sound through the whole song. I could live with that.
Yeah,
but that noise was annoying. After that, I go with Ghost of What Was. Again, the singing just like wasn't on point. You know what? Other people might like the singing. It just wasn't my type of singing. It almost like for a second I thought she was gonna go Badu with it. Like she almost had Erykah Badu flow to it, and then it just kind of went like it wasn't Erykah Badu. Like I y'all don't have to listen to it to understand what I'm saying. Like I just wasn't into it. And I'm gonna have to peep some of her other music because she seems like she's very big around her. So I want to make sure that I'm not giving like I'm not turning off her R&B sense to me. It's just that song shouldn't have been my introduction to something. Number one is Hookup, man. Like I said, it's a weird song for me. It's the worst flow that Mayo uses on the entire album. It's like he uses this like he tries to be catchy. Like she seemed like he tried to ride like a wave from like 6 years ago too, and he tries to be like catchy with it. And I just wish he never. I don't know whose lane he tried to hop in, but it's not his lane. Like that Hookup track is just not what I think. Like even the two songs I don't like. Even like I guess one of the first track, but even with Ghost of What I Was, his verse was still consistent and it was still him. Mm-hmm. Hookup doesn't sound like somebody told him to try something new, and it didn't work.
Yeah, I kind of feel you on that.
You want to drop your three words?
Three. It was what was it? So I definitely feel you with what's it? I number one, it's not again, I was expecting somebody to come on and murder it. My homie.
3-1.
3. My homie. I was expecting somebody to come out to murder.
My homie's like my honorable mention worse. I just to let y'all know. So I understand.
And then I definitely feel you with the ghost of what was it just didn't seem like it's not. I don't know. Maybe it shouldn't have been made.
Again, I don't even know if the song might not have been good for her voice. I just don't think that it's hard for me to believe that she couldn't sing. Like I don't think she's that.
No. He wouldn't have picked somebody who couldn't sing. No, she's probably talented, but I mean, just for that song, just wasn't.
Yeah, I just don't think the song, like you said, shouldn't probably be made.
Maybe like a different one. I don't know. Like maybe it would have been it could have been somebody else. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Like if Crystal, what was it? What's her name? Crystal Randolph, who did Fall Fantasy. If they swapped, would have changed. I don't know. Probably not. It just really depends on I don't know. Depends on who puts it in. And then I definitely feel you with Hookup. It just doesn't.
We have the same 3. Oh no, you have My Homies as 3.
Yeah, but it's I don't know. Hookup wasn't really. I wasn't.
Again, man, y'all listen to it, man. I'm telling you, you listen to this whole album, even the 2 tracks I named before this, and you're gonna be like, why did he rap like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's literally that would be my whole question. Like, why did you switch up your whole style for this song?
Yeah.
Which I don't even like. Even like it just wasn't. That was a throw off for the whole album to me.
And then I'll keep it going. My top 3: Fall Fantasy, number 3. Number 2, I have it as Dro and Hayes Turner T Throwaways. I like that.
Again, I never got the chance to listen to the lyrics because what distracted me from the lyrics. So I don't doubt that it probably is a bunch of dope bars.
Like I feel else. Whenever you, in my opinion, like when you get that that's the first track in, like it's like, oh shit, I don't even want this. Like like everybody just comes bar on bars. It's just like, oh shit.
See, that's how I got with Clockers. Like after that,
Clockers. I mean, like the top 3. Oh shit. It just put in work. But then number 1, it definitely is the 4 Portsman for me with PK Poo, JKJ, and Immaculate.
You said that's number 2?
No, that's number 1.
Oh, that's number 1. Okay. So we're going to top 3 real quick. I think I just
Fall Fantasy, and then Dro and Hayes and Turner's T Throwaways, and then it goes to the 4 Portsman. I-79 is a honorable mention. That is up there. I mean, we could all mention a few, but I mean, like, I'm just gonna maintain with just my top 3, but that's how I felt about. So
I'm running on my top 3. Same thing with him. My honorable mention, if I had to say it, would be I-79.
Rhyme Cipher. Yeah,
Rhyme Cipher. That would be my runner-up if I had to say so. After that, my number 3 is 4 Portsman. Again, I think it's an anthem for the Port. Honestly, like if the Port was Pittsburgh, I think that could be their Black and Yellow, but it'd be like a rough, like an actual rap song. After that is I go with Going, man. Again, I think it's just B White and on that track. I could be wrong, but he snapped the fuck out. Like B White just like has there ever been a chill B White verse? Let alone a song. Like, did he ever chill on one verse and not be a savage and go hard? Like,
I feel like it's just like there's just like he could probably like start up a flow and he's like, all right, I'm just gonna go rip it apart.
And then number one is Clockers, man. I wish the album started with Clockers.
Okay.
It's all three of them snap out. This is probably one that I'm not saying like this would be the one where I'm like Mayo didn't get it. This is the one where I'm like everybody parred up and just killed it. So I can definitely say this was an even kill. And again, y'all know I fuck with B White. Dotto's dope. It's a perfect mixture of them. It's a perfect posse cut. Germ kills the beat. Like Clockers is that shit, bro. Saying that, we're gonna get into the numbers for this motherfucker. And for Mayo, 17 straight summers, I'm going with the 4.
4? All right.
I'm going with the strong 4.
I was gonna go with the 4 too. Oh man, sweet. I mean, like I was like,
again, my problems are regularly documented. I don't like Hookup. I don't think it should have been on the album at all. And I just don't think the other track should have been made. If you take away the scratch part out of the other joint, honestly, that doesn't even. I don't even take away from the album for the first track just because it's kind of just lost for me.
Yeah.
The other 2 tracks are really what changed the album for me. Just to throw that out there.
but this was a super dope. I think this was give a listen. I think this is a good one to check out. This is on Dat Piff, and I believe they might have it on for any other music markets. But
and again, if you like the album cover, hit up Street Smart Society LLC on Facebook. Yeah, hit up the homie Philly. He will get you set straight on your artwork, bro. And any music video. You got your music video shot up. You got it in a bunch of different cameras and shit. You don't know how to get it all straightened out and get it a little proper. Hit up Philly. Yeah. He'll get it done right. Right price, though. Don't come up here asking for favors. Just, hey, we keep it 100 around here. Everybody wants to get paid. Next, we got the newcomer in the city. First time mixtape here. We got Allegheny Cow.
Wolves in Sheep's Clothing. It's a 10-track. You get this. Go check out on Dat Piff if you like. But we'll start it out. Okay, so it's first track, 6 a.m. Produced by Epic the Dawn.
Forget them. What? Forget them. It's
nothing crazy.
I'm just like it's gonna be one of them days with this one.
Oh shit. Okay. On and on.
I fuck with On and On.
On and On was good.
I do fuck with On and On. It's one of the few tracks where like everything seemed to be straight.
And that's Nye Bangers. I think that's how you would pronounce it.
It's either NY or Nye.
Nye Bangers.
It's NY. NY Bangers. Thank you.
NY Bangers.
It's like Family Feud. We just gotta get the answer when we fuck up. It's like, is that an okay answer? Yes. So no, NY Bangers. That was on the beat. Like this is definitely probably the most well-rounded track on the album. Like when it comes to, because my issue with it, I'll document it after we run down the time. Good.
Okay, and then it goes Three Memories. That's Ty Rose.
It's when I learned that boy cannot sing.
No. I'll tell you when.
No, he tried singing in almost every track. This is one of the ones I think he tried to sing, and I'm just like, nope. There's way worse. I admit, like we're gonna get down to where it's worse.
My Focus featuring Brianna Marin. That was produced by the Martians.
It was awkward because you could tell he took it from SoundClick and like the beat. I mean, every time he stopped rapping and went back into the hook, it just never sounded like it was mixed properly.
Yeah.
Which like I said, you could tell they weren't like some people are good at it and doing songs and not being there together, but sometimes when you really, 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 really tell that nobody worked together on this track, it's like the beat was made, then the singer got put on it, then this dude found the song and he put his verses on it. You could really tell that here.
Mm-hmm. And then it goes, I like that / I don't like, and that is produced by actually himself, Allegheny Cow.
That was fucking.
And then keep it rolling.
If you want to do that,
wait, well, you have something?
It's one of the worst tracks I've heard this year. You know why it is? Because the I like that part is just terrible, and there's like 10 seconds of I don't like, and it's like tough as shit. Like it might have been actually better if you'd have had a whole track about I don't like. Because he literally, I was confused. I was like, okay, it's like 350 in this. I forget exactly what time it was. It's like 350 into this 435 song, but all I got is I like that. I thought this was I like that / I don't like that. Then it's like 4 hits with the 35 seconds left. It's, I don't like that, and the beat changes and it gets real rough, and then it's over, and I'm like, Why? Why did you just? It's like when rappers have videos and then they have this like 10-second at the end video when there's a different song, but you didn't play the whole song. It's like that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why did you do that? Like what? Like, honest to God, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand what happened with "I Don't Like" on that half of the track. I just don't get it. So like, and again, I like that part. I don't think it's good. So this is where I go with that.
Shadows featuring Brianna Marin.
This is one of the better tracks. This is the one where they figured out how to mix and master this one.
And that one was with Dream Life Beats. So that was all right. And then number 7,
Angels Cry. Which I cried. Everybody,
we all cried.
Like, fucking God. What? Like, the song was not even bad for like the first half.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Then he went Ice JJ Fish on a nigga. Who purposely sings like that? No, like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, you could be like, you won't be upset about this, man. Why? Like, I don't know what, like, were you trying to go for chance? Like, what were you trying to go for when you went like 75% into your song and you just sort of like, oh no.
It sounded like, honestly, it really seemed like.
Shout out to you for doing that on your own beat, though. I'd been mad as hell if that was somebody else's beat.
Shout out to you doing it on your own beat. And then
If I Don't Make It.
If I Don't Make It, this again produced by himself. This is one of the songs. If you want to go on YouTube, you can actually look up on YouTube Allegheny Cow. This is one of his. He actually, I'm assuming he did the whole camera work and everything for this too. But it's, I don't know.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. That part after Angels Cry fucked up the album so bad that the rest of the songs were never gonna recover it for me.
You know what? I'll take that back because I feel also, like No Burials wasn't that bad.
It might not have been, but I think it was one of the songs that sounded offbeat.
Oh.
I know for a fact. What was the one joint that I didn't like? I like that was basically offbeat too. Like half the tracks sound either offbeat or something's weird with his vocals that don't sound right. Again, this is I don't know. Like I'm interested in the next one, Allegheny Cow project, because I just think it'll help. Like I don't know how to explain this, but you might want to go find some different people to mix and master and do your engineering. Like you might just want to like scrap everybody. I know that sounds fucked up because I bet all them people is your boys and your homies and your day ones.
Are they?
I ain't going there. I know what you were just saying. I know what you're insinuating, and I ain't saying that. You just said, damn, I'm not saying they sabotaged you. I bet y'all all thought this was really dope. And I'm dumb. And if it's dope to you, that's fine. Like, I bet there's people that probably like this. I'm just saying it's not for me.
Yeah.
After that, you said you like No Barrels?
No Barrels. That out of the 10 songs in here, unfortunately, that's one of the top 3 for me.
You got 3?
I thought we had to do 3.
No, I always said do them if you could.
Oh, if you could, okay.
And I didn't get that far. Keep it 100.
But No Barrels was able, Pettit, or Pete, I don't know. That was the production. And then the last song is Never Forget. That's produced by Allegheny Cow.
That's forgettable to me. Like by the time I got to that, I just wanted it to be over.
All right, this is how I feel. I feel like you got you couldn't keep up with your own beat. I feel like you got ate by your own beat, and that's good and bad at the same time.
You gotta really explain what that means because I don't.
So like he couldn't keep up the beat. Like his beat was going, and it just seemed like.
What song exactly? Because you're saying it's one of the beats he produced.
Probably.
I'm figuring out it's probably If I Don't Make It.
If I Don't Make It,
I think he again up until he decided that he could sing on Angels Cry. Angels Cry probably would have been. It might have gave if Angels Cry was straight bars the whole way through. It might have actually gave me a reason to give it a top 3.
Yeah.
And then it turned it so left that it was.
I think you should not sing.
You should sing, bro.
Don't sing.
Keeping that 100.
It's as much as like that's.
Because obviously your friends didn't tell you that.
Because I don't know.
I don't think you're a bad rapper. Like I said, mixing, mastering, engineering seem to be off.
Lyrically, I think you have something there.
Yes, I never got anything like it was corny lyrically.
No.
I never. It's just like the physical presentation of this album seems poor.
Yeah.
Like not your rapping, just like everything. Like I need you, like I said, try to hit like shop some studios, man. That's the best thing I can tell you. Shop some studios.
ID Labs.
I mean, I don't have no sponsors yet, so I'm not telling you what studios to go to. I'm just saying to shop around the city for some studios.
But no, I feel like beat wise, I think you could produce something decently. I'm not going to go ahead and like bank it on that. But the fact is, we're the rap jury, so I can't just be like, oh well, you made a good beat. You know, I'm going to give you good numbers because of that. That's no.
Maybe if he produced the entire project, I could do that. But if he only produced like 3 tracks,
he did 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the 10.
Yeah, that's not even half. And I feel y'all know me. I fuck with producer rappers or rapper producers, whatever way you want to put it. I fuck with them. I like that, and I actually like him for trying that. I always gotta try to say something positive. The positive to me about this is it's personal. This is a very personal project. You listen to these lyrics. He's talking about his life, his soul, like the things he's gone through. I got that, and I'm not like that's something I want before you get on here. You try to hit me up on Facebook or Instagram, and you start trying to get me pissed off. I do understand that you poured your heart lyrically into this project. I wish the other people around you would have poured their heart physically into the mix, mastering, and engineering of this project. And sometimes there's a few points where you sing, and I don't think Angel Cry is the pinnacle of not being able to sing for me. But there's other points where you sing, you just can't sing. Like I'm keeping that fully 100 with you. Some people can't sing.
Spoken word's cool. I think, but singing or trying to attempt even like trying to go any higher pitches, maybe work on that. Maybe that's something to work on.
And I can't sing like I'm talking shit because this is what we do. Like I'm not out here talking about like I'm gonna walk outside and start hitting high notes and breaking windows.
But I think maybe not. I don't think you should put that much energy like you did in Angel's Cry. I think like you can work on a little bit of like maybe a little singing to some extent. Not where you're trying to hit these pitches like that. Because I think my dog started like whining for a minute. I'm just saying.
God damn.
My dog just didn't. He left the room. That's all I'm saying.
I was trying to stop you. All right.
No.
We're gonna get into the top 3 worst and what I got of best. I'll start off for this one. My top 3 worst for this track is Memories. Again, Memories is probably the one where you get the deepest, but the mixing, mastering, and everything about it just seems like it's so off. And sometimes your voice cracks, or it's like I said, I don't know. Finding cadence, find a flow, and probably run with it for the next album and just see what happens. After that, I go into I like that, I don't like that. I've given you the whole rundown of I don't like that. I like that part is just pointless to me. And then I don't like that probably could have been dope. It's probably the reverse of Angel's Cry for me, which guess what's worse? Angel's Cry. Yeah. It's not even close. This is one of the worst songs I've listened to this year from Pittsburgh. And again, it doesn't even break down until it gets halfway through the song. It's like when Kanye decides to like change, like to flip his song halfway through and put Elton John or something screaming on his. I was like, dude, I don't know what just happened. I don't know what just happened to Angel's Cry. If you would have stopped it at like 2 minutes, it might have been dope. Just letting that be real. You want to give them your top 3 words real quick?
Yeah. So I had the feeling with Jordan on the like after Angel Cry, pretty much it went downhill for me. But like I said, No Burials was one of the ones I like can manage and I liked a little bit more. But honestly, it would have been If I Don't Make It is no wait, how do I want to run it? Yeah. If I Don't Make It would be number 3. Never Forget You really lost me. You didn't really finish strong in the album. Like you didn't finish your album good. And that's very important to me, having the first track intro well. And then that last track to like leave me good. You didn't really leave me well at the end. So that's a pretty big deal to me. And then again, Angel's Cry was just, it was fine. Because like, you know what? If somebody listened to it, if they listened to a minute and a half, like they wouldn't know what's going on. They're like, oh, this isn't bad. And then once you start singing, whew.
Do what Pusha T does, bro. Pusha T is one of my favorite artists because he knows if he wants to do a track for the women or have some singer on it, he goes get the dream. Go get somebody to sing. Like that's all I'm saying, bro. If you want to have that, singers don't usually write. You can write the hook and go ask somebody to sing it for you, bro. There's no shame.
Yeah, you can have the hook. Yeah, you could have had somebody else sing.
Like, there's no shame in that, bro. Like, you can still get all your writing credits, man. Just have somebody else sing it for you.
That would have been dope. But
so I'm gonna go with my top 2. I did not have 3 songs that I liked on this project. I only had 2. Shadows is cool, and then I don't even love this song. Like, it was really just the idea that like I tolerate the song over the other tracks. Like I said, the Rihanna is cool. You actually do really good on the beat on these the verses on this one. Like I said, this is one of your best rap performances on this album for me, Shadows. After that, I'll go over to On and On is the only track I actually want. Like, I'm assuming On and On is the only track that's gonna stay on my iPod after this week.
For me, like I said, No Barrels is an honorable mention because that's one of the few at the very end. That's number 3 though. And then honestly, I like the other track. I like My Focus actually.
That's you.
And yeah, that's on me. And I thought that wasn't too bad. I liked it. And then On and On would be my number 1 song out of all the music, out of all the 10 songs. On and On would be number 1 for me. That one could stay. It's not bad, and I like it. And the hook's pretty good. You know,
On and On, like that song is fucking dope. Like that song's dope, bro. I'm not even stunned on that. On and On is a dope fucking track. That's like I said, I'll be banging that track, bro. You see me around the way. It's probably in my headphones banging at some point. All right, that's gonna be a weekly rotation song on my headphones.
Okay.
And if like for me saying it's on rotation in my headphones is a very sacred place to me. Just to let you know. Like I listen to some songs on YouTube in my crib, and sometimes I listen to some songs on other people's cars. And the songs that I listen to when I'm on my missions are the ones that are most important to me. So just understand that. You want to run your score first?
I'm getting Uno. 1. That's all. That's as best I can do. Again, like I said, I can't go ahead and be like, oh, you did the production to some extent. But I mean, again, I feel like you couldn't keep up with some of the beats. Again, On and On can't save you. Although my top 3 songs can't save the whole entire project for to get a better score out of me. I think honestly that's why you are getting a 1. But I think I do me as a rap, as part of the rap jury. I think it's very important. If you do listen to this as constructive criticism. If you do work a little bit off of this, I would love to hear you. I will give you another chance. I'm
not even saying give you another chance. I'm trying to let you come in and do the interview and everything. I don't have any personal beef. Isn't like I've listened to like the Little Uzi Vert album this year. That made me angry that I listened to it.
Yeah.
That's how bad that was. I'm not mad that I listened to this album, bro. It's just I don't think it's good.
So
saying that, I'll give my number out. I'm giving out the 0, man. Understand we go 5 to -5, so a 0 is just basically like I'm not interested in this project. It's not like when I go to negatives, that means that I was upset that I listened to your project. I'm not upset that I listened to this, but there's nothing like On and On is dope. But for 10 tracks, it's a 0, man. This is not a good album. It's not good, but I'm not mad that I listened. And as long as I'm not mad that I listened, I will not give anybody a negative. As soon as I'm like, bro, I'm mad. I don't ever like. Basically, I'll give you a negative. There's a best chance that I don't ever want to hear you again. So with the 0, I'm like, bring me something else back, man. Come back next year. I want to hear more. Like I said, this On and On and Meadows. And actually, like I said, it's really like I said, you're engineering, you're mixing and mastering. I know you didn't do this yourself. I hope you didn't. If you did, I'm just assuming that that you're pissed. But yeah, man, like I said, come back, man. Like I said, I'm definitely if this is really your first project, let's take this as constructive criticism. Hit us up. Like I said, if you ever, like I said, we're definitely down to do an interview and rap with you, man. I definitely want to hear, like, we'll talk, bro. Like, just hit us up, man. We'll talk.
Like, this is no hate. There's it's all love. I want to see more work from you. I want to see you.
Again, I need you to break out from the people you're working with now. Like I said, just try it. Like I said, just try it because I'm assuming if
you can still fuck with them, it's just be like, hey, I'm gonna try something different. I need my
mixing and mastering done somewhere else. And for sure, like I said, you could still be homies with your engineer, but you probably need another engineer too. If you have one. Like I don't know what your process of getting this mixed and mastered and engineering was, but that's the things where I'm like, it honestly sounded like it was put out too early. Like it felt like it was like whoever was mixing and mastering and engineering this should have had like 1 more week with the album to like tinker with stuff and sounds. Just saying. But again, I'm giving out the dose. He's giving
the
out
dose. You mean zero?
Yeah, zero. I'm giving out the Zeho. He's giving out the Uno.
Uno.
Yeah, that's about it, man.
I don't know. Like I said, you're more than welcome to come and join us. We'd love to hear what you're gonna do. You know, what you're gonna plan on doing. I don't know. But I'd love to hear something different from you.
Like I said, I've made my grievances pretty clear. I mean, I just don't want to ruin friendships with your peoples, but like, yeah, you gotta jump out the nest, bro. You gotta see if the wings can fly. Cause that's how I'm gonna figure out if you're good or not. When you jump and you try to work with some other people, and if it doesn't sound good after that, then yeah, I don't know what to tell you. But I think if you work with some other people, there's a chance. So we're gonna hit up with the finale of the night. CPX3, Pirate Gang in the house. Shout out to the competition. Like we all got love. As long as you ain't whammo, we fuck with every radio station in the city.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I fuck with Pirate Gang. I've met and rap with CPX3 at the shows when I was working with My Sounds Wireless a few years ago a lot. So he's definitely a dope dude. He's always showed love for the rap jury. He showed love to this when I told him about it. So we're gonna get into it. CPX3 Genesis.
Completely produced by James Jr. or JJR.
Just call him JJR. It's gonna be weird when you sitting here calling somebody James Jr.
Well, he's featured on a track.
JJR is featured on a track.
Well, it was listed whenever I got it. It was listed James Jr. But we will just call him JJR now. After this,
saying that the first track is the title track Genesis, and I couldn't be more happy. Yeah. Like Genesis is, you have a way of getting your emotions across very, very quickly, like very quickly, and I respect that. You wear your emotions on your sleeve. I already know, like, I know some things about CPX3. Like, his favorite rapper is the Eminem, and I see it. Like, I get it. I see it. Like, you definitely have the emotion of, like, I'm going to give you everything. Fuck the TMI. Fuck all that. I got it. And Genesis is one of the best tracks on here, for sure. But it hopscotches for me, man. Like, for the album, like, for how I perceived it, it's just, you want to get in?
What?
Go ahead.
All right, keep it rolling. All right, number 2, Assumptions. I don't know. That's honestly, wait. No. That wasn't that bad.
I didn't like it.
I think. Well, I'll just keep it running. Then he's go Warside in parentheses, no lie. That was good.
I gotta come out with this one. I fuck with this track real heavy, but it samples Travis Scott and Quavo's "Oh My" this side.
Yeah.
It's a complete. Okay. It's a sample because the beat's not completely the same, but the cadence and the background of the beat is exactly the same. But I fuck with it really heavy. Like it might be like, give me a little listen on it, like maybe in a month on this one. This might be better than the Travis Scott joint. It might be. I
got this. Yeah, this sounds just like it.
After that, Addicted. You wore it on your sleeve. You came out like talking about you was addicted to stuff, but you try to throw your voice around sometimes pitch wise, just like. The last, like, I don't truly think you can sing, bro. And this is, like I said, I almost consider you cool. I've met you, we rapped. I'm just keep it real with you. I'm not a big fan of you singing. And I think Addicted and Distance, you tried to sing a lot. Distance is really,
that's what Distance was the one for me. That's number 6. In the singing, I wasn't really too. I wasn't about it. That's all.
Oh no, what he was doing I don't know what he was doing in Distance. Also, I would love to know why there's certain words in Distance that are capitalized and certain words that aren't.
D capitalized, and then S was capitalized, A was capitalized, and the C was. It was like every other one. I don't know.
Okay.
But I mean, like again, but number 5, we skipped number 5 was hashtag What If I Told You.
That's dope.
That was a dope one. And then, like I said, 6 was Distance, and then number 7, It's Funny Now, and that's featured with JJR. And that was pretty dope.
What I say about what you were saying before, Genesis and It's Funny Now, great beginning and ending.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. But like we were just talking before about Allegheny Count not having the feeling of the beginning or ending part. You started it off. First thing, 2 things. 2 things that always scare me. Your first track, title tracks. You did them both at the same time. That is a big risk.
Yeah.
Because if your title track ain't good, then it kind of fucks up the flow of the whole album because that was the name of your album.
Yeah.
First track ain't good, it fucks up the flow of the album because it's the first track.
Yeah.
You did it with both, and it actually brought everything up. Like, this is dope as hell. Genesis, like I said, This is the week where we get like a lot of raw emotion. We're getting like the emotions of the artists we reviewed this week. And CPX3 for 7 tracks literally put everything on the line. Like his emotions, his life, this is probably the best EP. Like, I mean, I've listened to you before, so it's not like a fresh look to you listening to your music. But if this was the first time somebody listened to you, I feel like lyrically and what your subject matter is, they got you. Subject matter wise, like I said, I don't fuck with every song on this track, on this one. But subject matter, couldn't get much better than this.
Yeah, no, it was, the subject matter definitely, it had a very point. And it was, I think the overall, the whole overall structure of it was definitely worth it. Definitely up. Like it had a flow and whatnot. Yeah,
I don't have much, like I said. For me, it's the worst things about this album to me is the vocal pitch changes in your voice in some of the tracks that just are really wild to me. Like I said, I might be wrong. Like I said, the 3 tracks I think of it the most are Assumptions, Addicted, my bad, and Distance. Those are the 3 tracks where, like, if I remember correctly, there were points where you either hook or just in the middle of verses where you, I don't know if it was singing or you were just trying to like elevate your voice to like falsetto or what, but it just, I would rather just get the bars and the energy. Like your energy and bars are dope enough for me to get past the, or I don't say this a lot, you might want to start fucking with autotune a little bit. That might be the best bet for you, but I can't deal with your singing voice alone. I almost never advise autotune either, but I think you would actually be good with autotune.
Yeah. And I think a little bit of auto. Yeah, and if you know how to work it, just a little bit.
Oh no, that's the thing. CBX3 is I think he's a diligent artist. Like he works diligently, whatever he's doing. So I know if he did pick up and say he's going to do autotune, he would go and figure out how to make his voice sound the way it should with autotune.
Yeah.
Also, you might not even have to go full robotic with it. You might just need some vocal pitch changes, and it would change your shit, and you wouldn't even sound robotic.
That'd be cool. But I don't know. This was so cool. CPX3's from Northside, so he's representing up there. Some noises back there. Okay.
It's just random outside.
But yeah. This was a cool production. And the whole album for an EP. So you get is this his like first EP?
No. The Pirate Gang and CPX3 have been out here for a couple of years.
No, I'm talking about EP wise. I don't know.
I mean, first EP isn't like first project.
No, but
I don't think it's his first EP. I didn't delve in but no, this isn't, to me, if it's not your first project, it doesn't matter after that point. Unless it's like you've been dropping mixtapes and you're dropping your first album. But like your first EP, again, EPs today are the maxi singles, so this is not something I don't look at it that seriously. But no, he's been out here for a couple of years. Like I said, I've seen him perform live like 2 years ago.
Okay.
And that's where I got hyped to listen to him more. Because his live performance, he is a dope live performer. He keeps energy. He gets a crowd up. But again, for this project, do you want to start the worst of yourself?
Just worst song? Distance. Just one song.
Oh yeah, I forgot. EP.
if we did 3 songs.
No, we're not doing that.
There's only 1 song left.
Yeah, we're not doing that. That was my bad. That was my bad. We EPs only
get 1 song.
One best, one worst.
Yeah.
And you're right. No, for me, the worst song is Distance. Like I said, that was just, I'm not into the singing on that one the most. Like basically the singing is where I get my worst tracks from on this album. It's just, I'm not into it. It's hard for me to pick. Like, it's not hard for me to pick the best because it's not like I don't have a best. It's because I fucked up in my mind and picked 3, and now I'm like, what one do I want to highlight? Because I really did fuck up and like pick. I slipped on that. Like I definitely did pick my worst 3 and best 3, and then it was coming in. This just hit me. I'm like, it's an EP. I was only supposed to pick 1. It was easy for me to pick my worst because the worst was far in the difference between the other 2 I would have had. This one's really close because there are 4 bangers on here.
It's
do you have yours?
No, because it's in between Warside and It's Funny Now because you really finished strong. But then Genesis was dope too.
So mine's between Genesis and It's Funny Now. Warside would have been my 3 if I had to pick 3. But like I'm really stuck between Genesis and It's Funny Now, bro.
It's Funny Now. That was a dope track. You know what? I'll give it to it. I'll give it to It's Funny Now. It was a dope track, and it definitely had like a personal, like it had like personal feelings where you feel like me as a listener, like, you know what, like I feel the same way, you know, like what he was rapping about, you know, it's funny now that this and that happening and that, you know.
Oh, that's why, like, I relate to both Genesis and It's Funny Now. I guess that's like you are a really relatable artist, no matter how I feel about the quality of the tracks. People can relate to you, bro.
Yeah.
What was the track he was it Genesis where he was talking about his cousin was in jail and he was gonna be there for one day, but his cousin was gonna be there for life? That's some real shit. It might have been Genesis. I actually forget what track it was for sure. But I remember, like I said, when he said that, I was like, fuck, bro, like, that's tough.
Yeah.
Thinking about, like, you saw your fam in jail, but you know you might never see him again. And you're not really trying to go back to jail. So I get it, man. Like, that was definitely one of the tough ones for me. But you're right. I'm going with It's Funny Now too. Like I said, it was a tough one. Like, those are some dope ass tracks, man. Like, that's why people think reviewing longer albums are hard. No, it gives you more time to pick best and worst. Yeah. You got 7 tracks and 4 of them are really dope. Like, shout out the hashtag what if I told you? What if I told you? What if I told you is tough as fuck too? I mean, that was obviously it wasn't.
That would be number 3. It would be between Worst Side and if I had to do 3, because Genesis would be up there, and then like it'd probably be like between Genesis or What If I Told You, because I probably would have Worst Side number 2. I mean, I don't want to go ahead and like just.
I understand. No, like I said, these were some tough choices. So to go back, we both had Distance as our worst track, and we both had It's Funny Now as our best track, which we were having hard times with the best. Like, Distance is far beyond the worst track on this project, and I've listened to a couple of the tracks before this, like in the past. This is the worst song I think I've ever heard from you. Like, I haven't listened to like your demos or like your tracks that you probably never let anybody listen to when you first came out. But like, from what I've heard from you in the last 2 years, this is a very strong drawback. Saying that, Genesis, War Side, It's Funny Now, all some of the best work I've heard you do. Like, these are some of the best songs I've heard from you. So it's a real roller coaster ride, because basically it's tic-tac-toe. I like the first song. I don't like the second song. I like the third song.
It's like, going back and forth.
And this is the way the entire way through. The lucky part for it being 7 tracks is I like 4 songs and I dislike 3 songs.
The only reason why I was asking about, like, is this his first EP is because it's called Genesis?
I mean,
like, because like the Book of Genesis was like the first, I've
never seen anybody take an EP that seriously.
I mean, I'm not taking that serious, but I'm just that's the only question I'm really.
Also, I'm like so far from religion that I'd never even.
I'm not that hardcore on religion because I'm not about that life. But I'm just saying, like, I do know some stuff, and it's like Genesis is one of the the first book.
So, but I'm gonna start it off. CPX3 again, homie, Pirate Gang, fuck with all y'all. When it comes down to Genesis, I'm giving you the 3-5, homie. Again, it's I fuck with the songs that I fuck with heavy, but the songs I don't like, I really don't like. So it's like there's no filler per se. There's no songs that I'm just like, yeah, I just listen to that. Like every song gave me, I had a reaction to everything. If it was good or bad, but I had a reaction. Yeah. So again, this is definitely, like I said, you poured your soul into this, and I respect that. But I'm gonna have to go with the 3-5 out of 5. And if you listen to the early video, you understand what the other half is.
I'll say 3.
Straight 3?
Straight 3. Yeah, a solid 3. It was good. But again, definitely with the singing. But it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like god awful. It's not like, it's not nothing compared to the previous guy we were reviewing. But I think I definitely want to see more from you. But Distance I wasn't too crazy about that. And it's not like you like it ruined the whole entire album. And then Addicted and Assumptions, just the pitches, I think you could work on that. And I think you got this. Like, I mean, it's not welcome back to GM. It's not nothing too bad. But a solid 3, it's good. That's how I feel for CPX3's Genesis.
So that's what we got, y'all, man. We're gonna be right back. We ran a little late, but we're never gonna not give you Overly Unfiltered. Like, how can we end the show without Overly Unfiltered? So we're gonna be right back in a few minutes. It's gonna be Overly Unfiltered for you guys. You know it. So this is GM Worldwide Radio. Again, always IG and Twitter for the radio station at GMWW Radio. For IG for us, remember unfiltered_PGH, new page just freshly out there. And again, get on that app. We need y'all on that app. You want to listen to this music all the time, don't you? It's on the Google Play Store, man. You got the Android, you know what it is. If you got the Windows phone, you don't know what it is. It's letting you know. Also, if you want to get the music into the station, gmwwradio@gmail.com. Remember, we give it to you straight, and we'll be right back.